Hello everybody. It's Will Manuel out on the trail right now, just getting some fresh air. Wanted to talk to you a little bit about intermittent fasting. So this is a way that you can actually lose weight, build lean muscle, improve your mental clarity / focus, and all without having something, ridiculous as far as a diet is concerned. So these past 30 days, I've actually gone through and done a very detailed trial of a program that I'm working on that I'll share with you guys when it's available, all for free. Program that I've been working on is really revolved around two things. One is intermittent fasting, the other one is high intensity interval training. I won't talk about that today. I'll talk about that in another video. So the key point I wanted to talk about today was intermittent fasting and how dramatic the effects have been in just 4 weeks, literally 30 days. I started on June 6th. Today is July 6th. I'm not sure when this video is going to be posted, but it's only been a course of 4 weeks, nothing more than that. So, but I have been tracking, metrics like basic macros, calories, fats, carbs, protein. Not super religiously on that part, but I have been tracking my training as far as what days I go to the gym, what body parts I work out, if I do abs, if I do my high intensity interval training or not, what days, what splits, any variations in that is all being tracked on a spreadsheet that I created. So the original program is 22 days, and there's a theory called theory of learned behavior, and that basically says anything that you do for 21 days becomes a habit, essentially, a learned behavior. So if you do any activity for 21 days, it starts to become programmed into your normal methodology or your normal approach. And so I actually did this for 22 days, just one day in there where, it's either an off day or, a reset day or whatnot. So so I did 22 days plus 8 now. So it's a full 30 days because when I got to the end of the 22 days, I was like, yo, this is super easy. And it's actually, I feel really good on it. So why stop? And it's so easy. So one of the biggest things about intermittent fasting is the adherence to it. So that is a huge part. If you're not, any kind of eating regimen or program like this, the hardest part is like to adhere to it. If you don't adhere to it, it doesn't work. And then when it doesn't work, then you just phase off of it because you don't actually want to, continue something that's not going to work. You don't want to waste your time. So one of the key components of it is that you're adhering to the program very easily. It's essentially what intermittent fasting is a period of fasting and then a period of eating. So I would say the most widely known is one methodology called the 16-8 or the 16-8 protocol. And the 16-8 protocol essentially is just, you're gonna actually fast for 16 hours and then you're gonna have an 8-hour eating window. So what that looks like for me personally is, I actually, start eating around noon. Some days I'll push it a little bit further, but standard, most people do like a noon to 8 p.m. eating window. So that pretty much means you eat like you normally eat. You're not actually changing your diet too much. Eat like an adult is kind of the methodology or the rule of thumb that a lot of people use because it doesn't give you an excuse to go eat, five pizzas and, 3 slices of pie. You want to just eat within a specific set of guidelines like an adult. You don't want to be eating crazy amounts of sugar. You don't want to be consuming crazy amounts of carbs and fats. Everything within reason. If you're eating healthy already, this is going to be like super, super good. So try to keep it as healthy as possible. But the protocol is a 16-8. Sometimes it actually becomes a 18-6, which means I fast for 18 hours and then I have a 6-hour feeding window. Sometimes it's a 24. So a 20-hour fasting window and a 4-hour feeding window. So it's cool because you can actually play with the times. And some days I feel like, all right, it's 12 o'clock. I don't need to eat yet. So I just skip, or I just, push my feeding window back, and I may only do like a 6-hour feeding window versus an 8. So the coolest part is actually that you adhere to it very easily because it's not a hard thing. With diets, a lot of times you have to meal prep and you have to do all these things and get ready. And that's difficult because, you have to pre-plan your meals. You're thinking about calories and all this other stuff. And initially you don't have to do that. You just essentially, like I said, just you eat or you don't eat. That's it. So If you're looking at the clock and you're hungry, you're like, oh, it's not time for me to eat, don't eat. And then just wait until your feeding window, if it's 12 or 2 o'clock, eat at that point, and then stop, and then don't eat anything else. Now, the things that you can do while you're fasting are you can have black coffee, you can have green tea, I have like apple cider vinegar because that actually kind of helps with your, there's a lot of benefits to apple cider vinegar. You can Google that stuff, but I use that as a way to kind of like curb my appetite a little bit, and it definitely helps. So it's not the best tasting or best smelling thing in the world, but really good for you. So I'll take the pros of it, you know, versus the cons all day. So those are the main items that you can have during your fast period. But then when you eat, you can kind of eat pretty much how you normally eat. So I've actually tried to adopt more of a vegetarian diet. I'm trying to eat less meat. That's a whole nother topic. I won't even get into that. But the topic of this video really is the benefits of it. So one of the main benefits I noticed immediately was weight loss. So those of you that have struggled with, you know, losing a little bit, a couple extra pounds. Now, I'm not like a heavy dude or anything like that, but I do have, you know, some weight that I carry around that's not desirable. And I think everyone kind of, unless you're in the 6 to 8 body fat percentile, then, you know, everyone's gonna kind of have that. So it's always nice to be able to kind of trim those areas up if you can. So one of the things that it does immediately is that it helps you with that fat loss. And with that fat loss, you're actually, one of the main reasons why that happens is because you're increasing your HGH. So when you increase your HGH, it actually helps you with a lot of processes within your body. You know, your human growth hormone is actually going to help you, you know, if you're a gym person, it's going to help you be stronger, lift more, which is going to entail, you know, allow you to build bigger muscles, leaner muscles, and store less fat. So another thing that I noticed right away was mental clarity. And that was the original reason why I kind of stumbled upon intermittent fasting. And it's because, you know, as an entrepreneur or a person that travels quite a bit, you know, I'm always on the move. I'm always, you know, needing that extra brain boost. And I've noticed, like, within a couple days, 2 or 3 days after I started fasting, like my brain was just like on fire. Like I was like, woke up in the morning, I'm just on the computer, you know, burn through some stuff really, really quickly and with a high level of clarity and focus. So before I would kind of, you know, wake up and it'd take me a few hours to actually wake up. I would sit there and be, you know, sipping on some coffee and then kind of like slowly waking up. And it was always a struggle. But now it's like I wake up, I'm ready to go. And that's that feeling that I've been missing for a while. So your HGH increases, you're gonna build lean muscle, you're gonna lose weight. Another thing is that it helps, you know, you diabetics out there, do your research on this, you know, consult with your physician. I'm not a doctor, don't play one or anything like that. But if you are insulin resistant or if you're a diabetic, type 2 diabetic, fasting has profound benefits for people like you. If you're diabetic and your insulin resistance is high and you want to increase your sensitivity to insulin, you definitely want to do intermittent fasting. So there's tons of publications, tons of research and medical publications out there that support this. So go do your research. Another thing that I've noticed is kind of with the mental cognition is your BDNF, I believe is what it is, your brain-derived neurotrophic factor goes up. And that actually helps you with that mental clarity. You know, your synapses, everything's kind of firing. Your brain is just, I don't know, it's just a different level of clarity that I haven't experienced in a long time. So just, you know, give it a shot. The thing is, it actually improves your digestion and absorption of the nutrients that you take in whenever you're eating something. So if you're putting in junk all the time and you're eating all the time, your body's actually not absorbing the right nutrients because there's just metabolic processes that are actually prohibiting your body from absorbing the material. So another thing is increased immunity. So if you are one of those people out there that get sick all the time, or, you know, you struggle with getting colds quite a bit and, you know, flus or whatever, you know, you definitely want to try intermittent fasting because it helps you build up your immune system, makes your cells at the cellular level very strong. So, and then speaking of that, there's a process called autophagy, which is another benefit. And autophagy essentially is just what your body does to detoxify itself, repair itself, and rejuvenate itself from the cellular level. So essentially what your body does is it takes, the waste materials that are built up in the cells and basically releases it into, the waste process. And so that you naturally eliminate a lot of the waste in your body at the cellular level. So, and when that happens is when you're fasted, your body actually has time to work on itself. Whereas a lot of times we're feeding it food all the time, your body's working on the digestion. It's not actually doing anything with the cells itself because it's actually processing that food, 6 times, 8 times a day. Anytime you snack, your insulin level rises and you start to, your body starts to help with the digestion. So you want to give your body a break. And that's when you sleep, your body kind of does a lot of healing and repair. When you're sleeping, you're fasted. So that definitely helps with autophagy. So anyways, I just wanted to do a video. It's a lot longer than I expected, over 10 minutes, but whatever. I wanted to get this information out to you. I've talked to a few friends. I actually have a couple friends that are doing the program with me, and it's super exciting. That's another thing is like, if you want to try and do this intermittent fasting, I'm going to definitely be putting up some resources on my website, willmanwell.com. And, once those resources are up, I'm going to put a lot more posts, a lot more information, and, probably some more videos. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, just definitely hit the subscribe button. And then that way, whenever I post this stuff, you'll see it. And also I will be putting together a program on the website and possibly even putting out a mobile app. So be on the lookout for that. And the only way you'll know about it, it's going to be a free mobile app. Everything's going to be free. I want to get this information out there because it's made such a big difference in just the 30 days that I've been working on it. So yeah, I'm super excited about it. And it pretty much can help and affect people in a good way across the board. Like, I can't think of anyone, think about every major religion, they have some type of fasting, cleansing period, purification period. There's a reason for that. It's been around for thousands and thousands of years. So definitely do your research. It's intermittent fasting, and I use daily intermittent fasting. I don't do too many of the full day. I've done a couple in that 30 days. I've done 2 24-hour fasts, but other than that, I really don't do like long-term, 3, 4, 5 day fasts. It's just, I do it per day, and your body kind of, has that time to kind of rejuvenate and repair itself, and then also give you a lot of the benefits. So anyways, like I said, subscribe to the channel, put some comments if you have any more information for the readers or the watchers here. Put that information in the comments, and then that way, you can spread the knowledge as well. And I'll continue to spread as much knowledge as I can get out to you guys. So, I appreciate the time. Definitely do some research on it. Don't take my word for it. This is all stuff that I've been kind of accumulating over the past, it's been 30 days, but I've been doing the research for a lot longer. So, finally put myself up to actually working on this stuff. So go out there, do your information. What's going on, man? So, do your research, do your due diligence, but definitely look into it. Like I said, more videos to come, and subscribe to my channel. And if you haven't, like the video as well. And then go to the website, because I'll be posting stuff on there, and I'll definitely be posting whenever the app is available. I'll probably create like a sign up form for you. That way you can actually get, notified whenever the app is ready. So I've been testing this, and I've been working with a couple of my friends doing the program. One of my friends is just like floored. Had an accountability call with him this morning. He's like, "Oh man, this is awesome. Like, I feel great." Like, and he wasn't feeling very good before that. And this is one of those things that it's like, it can really literally change your life. So go out there, give it a shot. Don't take my word for it. Go for it. Do it on your own. And if you have any questions, let me know. Hit me up in the comments, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
All right, guys, thanks so much for watching the video. Hope you got some information that was valuable to you. And if you did like it, please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Talk to you soon.